What up, world? So I saw the Expendables 3. It's the new movie in the series started by Sylvester Stallone in 2010. And you're just a nostalgic series of just 80s action. Um, if you got 10 minutes, I can run down the cast. Everybody is in this movie, starting with Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Antonio Banderas, Harrison Ford, Wesley Snipes, Dolph Lundgren, Mel Gibson, Terry Crews, Ronda Rousey, Victor Ortiz, Kellen Lutz, Glenn Powell, Arnold Schwarzenegger comes back. Um, I hope I didn't leave anybody out. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I remembered that many people that was in this movie off the top of my head. It's directed by Patrick Hughes. Um, I like the in the vein of kind of like the Mission Impossible movies. Every Expendables movie has had a different director. But this one, it starts off with Stallone, Lundgren, Randy Couture. They're going to drop some shit off basically, and they get ambushed, get in a firefight, what have you, and a blast from Sylvester Stallone past, from Barney Ross past, um, is there. And it's Mel Gibson. His name is Conrad Stonebanks. Stallone and Mel Gibson's character, they have history. Um, and then come to find out, Harrison Ford not only replaced Bruce Willis in the cast, he's basically the new Bruce Willis. And they take a little dig. They take a little dig at Bruce Willis in their initial standoff. Sylvester Stallone knows the danger they're gonna get into, so he kind of has to find some new recruits, and that's where the new guys come in: Victor Ortiz, Ronda Rousey, Kellen Lutz. I think Glenn Powell is the other guy. I got what I expected out of this movie. I liked the first movie. It was a little too serious for itself. Eric Roberts was a so-so villain. The Stallone Stone Cold Steve Austin fight was the best fight in that movie to me. And then Expendables 2 took itself a little more lightheartedly with the Chuck Norris jokes, with Van Damme. Van Damme was a badass villain for that. And I feel like while 2 was better than 1, I feel like 3 is on par with 2. Cause Mel Gibson was a crazy villain. Between Machete Kills and Expendables 3, I think Mel Gibson plays a good villain. During the middle of the movie, I wouldn't say there's a lot of action. I mean, there's a couple punches thrown, a knee. There's a dude jumping around some shit. Um, but that really didn't take away for me, because Sylvester Stallone and another character, like, they had an entertaining back and forth going, in my opinion. But as far as the acting goes, man, like, let's face it, nobody watches the Expendables movies for acting. Um, the good actors in this movie clearly are Harrison Ford, Mel Gibson, but it's like none of the new kids really could act for shit. Like, I know Kellen Lutz was in like Twilight and that piss poor Hercules movie from January, but he might be the most experienced actor out of the new people. Ronda Rousey, man, like, not bad to look at, but every time she was on screen, she looked like she needed to cry, and like she delivered. Like, I'm not one to nitpick acting in general. Like, I know who can act and who can't act, but I'm not one to just shit on someone's performance. But man, like, Ronda Rousey, like, really sounded robotic, man. Like, the same tone, the same delivery in each line she said. I really wasn't tripping over the Expendables 3 being PG-13. There's less F words and there's less blood splatter. Other than that, I mean, you see people get shot, you see people get stabbed. It's like the characters aren't like softer. Like, Jason Statham still has his attitude. He still has his chemistry with Stallone. Like, the new characters, well, Antonio Banderas, Wesley Snipes, and Harrison Ford all made me laugh. It's like they shrunk Jet Li's role to give Schwarzenegger a little more expanded role, and I'm working on making this review longer than Jet Li's part in the whole movie. I've already exceeded his time in the movie, so we're good. Um, yeah, like I just if there's a backlash because this movie is PG-13, like I really don't like see what the difference is. I mean, they dropped it to PG-13 to try to make more money, but it's the same movie. Like it's just less cursing and less actual blood. You know what I'm saying? There's still explosions. There's still shit talking, sarcasm, action. You're gonna get what you got out of the first two movies. So like, I feel like the Expendables 3 is consistent with the first two. And for this series in general, for the Expendables series to be a true 80s throwback, they need to do at least two more movies. Because, you know what I'm saying, Friday the 13th, Rocky, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, just off top of my head, had millions of sequels. Um, so in my opinion, man, the Expendables 3 is dope. If you like 80s action movies, go see it. Um, I'm gonna just throw a few questions out. First off, who's your favorite villain between Eric Roberts, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Mel Gibson? I'm not gonna say who is who. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say Mel Gibson is my favorite because then y'all expectations would be like, oh, this movie is the best one, and I'm not gonna say he's a weak villain because y'all be like, oh, well, 3 isn't as good as 2. Why go watch it? And then, like I posted on my Facebook movie page, check me out on Facebook, Randy Little Movie Reviews. Um, who do you want to see be added to the Expendables in Expendables 4 if Expendables 4 comes out? There are quite a few returning characters from Expendables 3. Um, I put suggestions on the Facebook page. I'm not gonna do it on here. Just go on the Facebook page and check who I did, or just comment on your own, and I'll let you know if that was one of my ideas. Next weekend, I want to see Sin City, A Dame to Kill For, and I also want to see When the Game Stands Tall. Um, there's a slim chance I might still get to see Get On Up. I'm not really counting my chickens on that. And also, the November Man it comes out the last Wednesday of August. I don't know why they didn't hold that movie for November, but I might see it if it comes here. I might not. I'm doing 2 movie talks this month. One on Sylvester Stallone, one on Robin Williams. Be on the lookout for all this plethora of damn videos I got coming. And you know, as August ends, the summer movie season ends. So I'll be doing my top 5 favorite movies of summer. So stay tuned for all that shit. Peace.